Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. What's going on out there? Let's go have a look at some charts. Let's chat a little bit. Let's talk some crypto. All right, Jasmy on the weekly time frame looks okay. Okay, what do we got in the chat here? Jetpack, the future's now. Good afternoon, everyone. Absolutely, brother. Future is now. Guys, as always, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing, and it brings good karma into your life. So do something nice for somebody else. Help the channel grow. It'll come back tenfold, man. Crypto Holmes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Jasmy, absolutely. Gerardo, absolutely. Roland's in the house. Jasmy is here. Batlander, what's going on, buddy? Liquidity, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Just got to get a good daily close, and we're looking juicy. Vital, what's up, man? Good to see you. William, my main man, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Rob, I wish fast recovery for your arm and Happy New Year to the Jasmy community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Price prediction, anyone for Jasmy? I literally put out my 2025 Jasmy price prediction video yesterday. So go check it out. Go watch it. God bless you. God bless you too, man. God bless all of you guys. Chris, what's up, buddy? Hope you feel better soon, my man. Yeah, me too. I've been kind of, going through some health issues for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Nicholas, what's up, big dog? Good to see you, man. Hey, everyone. I have watched many YouTubers regarding crypto, and I can wholeheartedly say you're an honest and genuine person, Rob. Your audience is nice. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot, man. It definitely means a lot. Alan, what's up, buddy? Watching from Tennessee. Thank you for all you do. Let's get this bag. Absolutely. Tennessee in the house, man. Tyler, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Dumb Money's in the house. It's on or it's a fake out. We're going to get into it, man. We're going to get into it. Batman Bapur on my lunch. Just in time for the live. Absolutely, man. Chappie, what's going on, buddy? Looks like those 100x longs getting paid. Getting paid, not played. We'll see what happens. We look over at Jasmy right now. 3 cents 7.4, guys. 3 cents 7.4. But we got to get above here. We got to get back over 4 cents. Because if we don't, all we're doing is putting in a higher or a lower high. That's all we're doing. We got to get above 4 cents and start closing daily candles up there. That's what we're watching for, man. Another local in the house, all ears for your wise take on Algorand, Rob. Will it reach $2? Algorand will likely reach $3 or $4, to be honest. My top target's $5, but I'll be leaving Algorand at about $3 is my exit price point, roughly $3, but we'll see how it goes. Tomatoes, what's up, man? Good to be back. Good work, Rob. Thank you so much, my brother. Good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. So yeah, if we don't start closing above 4 cents, guys, we're just putting in lower highs, right? Short term, things are still bearish in the short term, right? I know it feels good today, and hey, man, enjoy the good feeling today, absolutely. Because it could continue. It could continue to the upside here. If we go look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to start closing up right here. Bitcoin has to start closing above this level. Okay. And the reason for that is because if it doesn't, then all it's doing is putting in a lower high, which is a downward momentum, right? We need to invalidate the downward momentum and structure by closing above these two candles here. We got to put in a higher daily close than right here. That's the goal, right? If we close where we are right now, all we're doing is putting in a lower high, which is a downward pattern, downward structure, right? So your homework today is to watch for Bitcoin to get above this level here 99,600, let's say. We need to close above 99,600, roughly, right? Now, listen, closing above 98,600 is a good start. But, again, if we want to start putting in higher highs, we want to break this, invalidate this downward structure, we have to start closing above here. That's what we want to see, guys, right? Now, personally, like I said, until we start seeing that, my thesis is that we're coming down between 85 and 88K. I'm still holding on to that, guys. I'm still holding on to that. Until we invalidate this by starting to put in higher highs instead of lower highs, that's what I'm going to be holding on to. I still think that's what's going to happen. I think this is a fake out, but I hope I'm wrong. Well, no, I don't really hope I'm wrong because I want to buy more at lower prices, right? But I mean, you know, for your guys' sake, I hope I'm wrong. Shane, what's up, buddy? XCN, absolutely, man. XCN. Wesley, what's up, buddy? If they put Jasmy back on Binance US, then we would be doing good. Probably at the same time they remove it from the innovation zone. Nice, nice, nice. Moonshot. Buy and get the pump ready for a 10x. That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. So, yeah, so that's what we're watching for on the Bitcoin chart. Let's go have a look at an update on the liquidation levels like we always do. We always want to pay attention to that. Look at all these longs, guys, continuing. Look at this. 45.47 million in 100x leverage sitting here, sitting at 97,900. Crazy. That's a lot of longs, guys. Either these people are going to get paid or these people are going to get liquidated, right? But not a lot of people are shorting the market right now. Not a lot of shorts. So a lot of confidence that we're going higher is what this means. A lot of confidence we're going higher in the market, which means the market will probably do the opposite of what everyone thinks it's going to do. So, but we'll continue to pay attention to it, guys. We will continue to pay attention to it. Now, you guys recall about a week ago, I did a live stream and I showed you guys some metrics. I showed you guys some charts. And what we did was we showed the importance of January 3rd in the last bull run, right? You guys remember, we saw Bitcoin's price started going parabolic January 3rd. We saw Bitcoin dominance start to crash to the downside on January 3rd. Yes, you heard me right. Bitcoin started going parabolic at the exact same time that Bitcoin dominance was crashing to the downside, which meant that the total two, which is the altcoin market cap, everything except for Bitcoin, started to go parabolic. And we also compared Ethereum and Cardano, right, as representatives of the altcoin market. Both started going parabolic on January 3rd, right? So all this stuff happened on January 3rd in 2021, where we are in this bull run. January 3rd is today. Now, I'm not expecting things to kick off the exact same day. That would be ridiculous, right? But that doesn't mean that, give or take, it could be happening any moment, right? So very, very bullish. As we look across the altcoin markets, things are looking pretty good, guys. Things are looking good. Everything's up. But we've had, if you haven't noticed, we've strung together 2 or 3 green days in a row now, right? And as a result, look at our weekly time frame. These are the weekly bubbles. Everything's starting to shift to green, double-digit green on the weekly time frame. So everything is starting to move upward on a bigger and bigger scale. Now we're still red on the monthly time frame, as you can see. But if we continue to string these green days together the way that we are right now, it will translate to the monthly very, very quickly, right? So we continue to make double-digit gains on the weekly time frame. It will translate to the monthly time frame. So things are looking good. We are gaining momentum to the upside right now, guys, which is very, very nice. So just something we want to be paying attention to. All right, let's go see what Pomp has to say. Mr. Pompliano, Bitcoin is the new S&P 500.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 performance metrics are in, and Bitcoin destroyed everyone on Wall Street, Warren Buffett, the hedge funds, gold, and all of them. But first, let's start with the S&P 500. It posted a 23.3% return in 2024. That was bested by Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, coming in at just over 25%. Everyone thinks that the old man in Omaha hasn't lost his touch, but Warren Buffett didn't even beat gold, which posted a 27% return, which says that most of the stock market and most of the Berkshire return is probably monetary debasement. Gold has no earnings, and it simply goes up when people are trying to protect their economic value or insulate themselves from some sort of currency debasement. But of course, the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin posted a 120% return in 2024. It destroyed the S&P 500, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, and gold. I believe that the S&P 500 is no longer the benchmark on a global basis. Bitcoin is the new S&P 500. If you can't beat Bitcoin, then you should just buy Bitcoin. And if you think about it, Bitcoin is the only asset that is available to anyone in the world with an internet connection. It's the only large asset that trades 24/7, 365 with deep liquidity. If you can't beat Bitcoin, then you got to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the new S&P 500.
He's got a point. He's got a point, guys. And listen, if you're wondering what's going to happen if we get mass adoption of Bitcoin on a and cryptocurrency on a global scale, I got news for you guys. I know what's going to happen.
Bitcoin will become the ultimate type of a form of the currency been adopted by human society. I can tell exactly what's going to happen as the worst scenario or the must scenario. We're all going to die.
We're all going to die. There it is, guys. You heard it there. If Bitcoin is adopted, we're all going to die. Jack W., what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Let's get this party started. Funky's in the house, feeling a little green today. That can be a good thing. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's a good day, guys. It's a good day. We're all going to die, but it's all good, right? All right, what else do we have? Charles Hoskinson. Charles leaks plans for Cardano gaming sector.
This is the first time I've ever built a video game with AI enhancement. So as we come up with an idea, we put it into a large language model and we take it to, the logical extreme, and it adds all this stuff in, and then we brainstorm it for a bit. We do another. So we're doing our first workshop where we're bringing probably about 4 to 5 different companies together here in January. And we've already come up with crazy ideas, like we're going to have an AI civilization inside the Quantum Hosky game world. We got this idea from the Stanford researchers who did an AI civilization in Minecraft. But then we said, why don't we take it to the next level? Why don't we create a whole new language for them that's based on quantum information theory, and it can only be spoken in musical tones. And then let's actually create a whole new religion for these characters that live in this fucking game world. And then we go to the AI and we're like, design it. And then it designs it. We're like, oh, that's so crazy. So it's in there. And once we have the kickoff workshop, we're going to have a dedicated team. Trim, the guy who did Hydra Doom, is going to lead it. We're probably going to be partnered with DC Spark on it. And they have a wonderful game engine called Paima, which is multi-chain. It's going to be based on technology inspired from our partner chains framework and Midnight. So there's a lot we have to do to finish that technology, get Midnight into markets. It'll come after Midnight.
Wow. Cardano getting into Web3 gaming, guys. Very, very bullish. Big Kev, what's up, buddy? Hey, Crypto Fam. Rob, what are you doing about your arms, sir? Probably working harder on crypto, you animal. They wanted to put a cast on it, but I can't operate a mouse, and I can't work out with a cast on, so I just sleep with a brace on. So it's it's broken pretty good. It's just a hairline fracture, but there was some tendon damage as well. So, but you know what it's like, guys. You got to keep going, right? You got to keep going. We don't stop. We don't rest. We don't complain. We don't whine. We just win. That's all we do, baby. All we do is win. All right. What else do we have? Just in, Coinbase obtains unredacted FDIC documents on Operation Chokepoint 2.0. Oh, getting juicy, guys. This is juicy. I love it. All right. In a latest development, Coinbase Global Inc. has obtained the unredacted files from the Federal Deposit Insurance Commission in its ongoing investigation into its role in the Operation Choke Point 2.0. Paul Grewal, the Coinbase CEO, has highlighted in a recent X post that it took the FDIC a court order to release the documents. These unredacted documents are now available to members of the public. Now, real quick, guys, on a side note, this is a real problem that's happening in the States right now, right? When someone puts in a FOIA request, a Freedom of Information Act request, all of these branches of government are basically forcing you to sue them to get the documents now. They're not abiding by the FOIA requests, which they're supposed to be abiding by. This is a problem. This is a blatant and in-your-face pattern of lack of transparency in government agencies. This should be very alarming if you're an American citizen, that you have to sue now a government agency to get documents that you are entitled to by law, right? That's a problem, guys. That's a real problem. Quote, we finally got the unredacted OCP 2.0 letters from the FDIC Gov. It took a court order, but you can now read them for yourself below. They show a coordinated effort to stop a wide variety of crypto activity, everything from basic Bitcoin transactions to more complex offerings, he noted. He remarked that the documents proved the FDIC oversaw a coordinated effort to cripple crypto transactions. Grewal expressed skepticism about the FDIC's actions, as he noted that while the FDIC previously claimed it had fully complied with court orders, but now, after further review, it magically found 2 more pause letters. He noted that it is hard to believe that there's good faith, it's hard to believe in their good faith, as their actions seem inconsistent with their credibility is undermined, and their credibility is undermined with each new discovery. He underscored that the new Congress should launch hearings on all of this without delay, suggesting a thorough investigation into the matter. Previously, in December, the FDIC released a set of documents related to Coinbase's investigation into Operation Choke Point 2.0, but they were redacted, with key details removed shortly after. A judge ruled that the FDIC must release the unredacted versions of these documents, which was a significant victory for Coinbase in the Freedom of Information Act case. You should not have to sue a government agency to get access to information that, as an American citizen, you have every right to. That is very, very alarming, as I said. Very alarming indeed. All right, what else do we got? Fidelity Digital Assistant Director Chris Cooper shares outlooks for Bitcoin in 2025.
What is the driving factor for Bitcoin in 2025 if it's not in the regulatory fray, if we're not worried about how the government is going to view it? Is this really just about adoption this year?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Bitcoin is apolitical. It's the most neutral commodity or form of money, however you want to think of it, out there. And so I think that's exactly right. It's above all of this. It has lasted through many different regulatory cycles and regimes, and it will in the future. And I think that's what we need to focus on. And I would also agree with you that the main story is adoption. We're just finishing our 2025 look ahead piece. It's going to be out next week. And that is one of the key themes there, that we believe we are entering a new era, a new chapter in this of mass adoption and diffusion. So Bitcoin has now risen to this $2 trillion asset class. It is on the radar of almost every investor. Every average person knows about it, has heard about it. And now you're going to start to see it work into all different industries, not just finance industries, but different industries completely, energy industries, insurance industries. We've seen it accelerate as part of corporations' treasury strategies. And so as this diffuses and permeates through all the different areas of society, we think that's going to be the major factor. But of course, that's not just a 2025 story. That's likely a multi-year, maybe even multi-decade story. But we do think that 2025 could be the year where people look back on and say, this was the turning point, or this was the start of that new era.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. Beebs, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you in the fray. All right, so what did we have yesterday? We had the IBIT with the biggest outflow day ever yesterday, with $332 million, about 0.7% of their total amount, assets under management. It's so over. So they had a big outflow yesterday, their biggest yet. We'll see if today is a inflow day. Beebs, a member for 11 months. Holy smokes, man. I hear a lot of AI agents. How do you feel about them? Actually, Beebs, it's funny you ask, because I have been doing a lot of deep diving over the last 24 hours into these AI agents, and I am building a thesis. So stay tuned for that, my friend. I will tell you this much. So far, I'm bullish. I will give you that. So, yeah. What else do we have? We got another short video here. Check this out. Cointelegraph. What do we got? Mara Digital. Fred Thiel says, my recommendation to my kids, for example, is they put a little bit away every month in Bitcoin. Forget about it. Just watch it grow.
Continue. Yeah, one of the Bitcoin acolytes, Tim Draper, for many years has been a supporter, and he says something like 250,000 by the end of this year. Maybe that's a little bit hyperbolic, but I would ask you. You just talked about how others, whether it's the ETFs or you got to look at these central banks that may start to snap up Bitcoin. We know what happened during the gold rush of the 49, and everybody rushes in, the supply goes down, price goes up, and then suddenly there's nothing left. How do you avoid getting caught in any kind of maelstrom or vortex?
I think Bitcoin, if you look at it over the past 13, 14 years, it's only been down 3 years out of the 14. And one of those years was just, obviously during the COVID, when all markets were down. So over any period, you can look at Bitcoin, and it's gone up on average somewhere between 29 and 50% a year easily. And so our recommendation, my recommendation to my kids, for example, is that put just a little bit away every month in Bitcoin and forget about it. Just watch.
Okay.
And over 2, 3, 4 years, it grows, and that's what people do. You're starting to see Morgan. I think there was a news item on one of the news wires this morning that E-Trade was possibly going to start providing crypto trading services, and you already have Fidelity doing that. And if Vanguard and the other ones start opening this up, that's a huge market. And then you start looking at insurance companies. There was a bank the other day that did a refinancing.
I agree, guys. I am continuing now. If you've been here for a while, you know that I continue to stack Bitcoin. I never sell my Bitcoin. I have my price target for Bitcoin. I'm going to start selling it off between $700,000 and $1 million a coin, right? Until that time, I continue to accumulate. If you want strategies on how to do this, join the Patreon, guys, because we have plans, we have strategies in place. We're making everybody whole coiners over there, baby. That's what we do. So get over to the Patreon for that. Bitcoin climbs back to $98,000 as market slowly rebounds. What do we got? Bitcoin bulls are reviving. The king of crypto just reclaimed $98,000 for the first time in weeks after a weak year-end performance, with intraday prices ranging from a low of $96,000 to a high of 98,500. The correction was triggered by a hawkish interest rate cut from the Federal Reserve, along with a diss against Bitcoin itself. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said he wanted nothing to do with crypto, and Bitcoin took that quite personally. I just picture that Michael Jordan meme in my head. I took that personally. Still, later that year was one for the history books. Last year was one for the history books. Bitcoin came out as the best investment asset by far, outperforming quite literally everything else after making an all-time high of $108,000. It's hard to find an analyst who isn't bullish on Bitcoin right now. Most expect it to double and hit $200,000 by mid-year. Some peg theirs at $150,000 at least. Now that's kind of where I range, guys. I think we're going to be somewhere around that 150K range. I don't think we're going to 250, 300, 400, 500,000 this bull run. But that's just me, right? The biggest catalyst to this bullish sentiment, of course, is that Washington just turned into Bitcoin's best friend. Donald Trump's new administration is stacked with crypto supporters. Howard Lutnick at Commerce, Paul Atkins at the SEC, and David Sachs as AI and crypto czar. Get the hiccups. They're all in. Combined with the clearer rules for crypto markets, and you've got institutional investors pouring money into Bitcoin like it's the hottest stock on Wall Street. Very interesting. William, just want to let people know that you are 99.9% right on every call. I asked you about everybody hold, and you told me to wait before I buy because there's possible retracement, and I got in at a great price. Hey, William, I'm happy I could help you, brother. I'm happy I could help you, man. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody's wrong once in a while, but I'm glad that I'm able to make these good calls for you guys, right? That's the plan, is to help the community make that money. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. All right, what else do we have? Squawk Box wondering what catalyst will cause earnings to jump this year, says Wisdom Tree's Jeremy Segal.
Closer look at the markets. Joining us now, Jeremy Siegel, Wharton School Professor Emeritus and Wisdom Tree Chief Economist. For about a month, maybe a little bit longer, the market has seemed to be a little bit more tentative than usual, than we've seen in the last couple of years. Even though no one really liked the market for a couple of years, especially at the beginning, Jeremy. Lately, I think valuation concerns, at least for me, have been, I mean, you don't want to be a new president at 22 times earnings. Be much better to be Obama, right? And come in at after the financial crisis.
Yeah, and happy New Year's to you, Joe. And you're hitting one of the nails, I think, right on the head. You know, we talk about 22 times earnings. Now, that's earnings that are up 16 to 17% projection from 2024. Now, in the last 2 years, and these were good years, everyone admits, we had 8 to 9%. So I'm wondering now, what is going to be that catalyst that is going to jump it to 17%? I mean, that's pretty high. So if we have another 8%, and you know, most economists say, hey, that's a good increase, we're really 23 to 24 times earnings. Now, it's been higher. It's you know, in that big run up in 1999, we just kept on going, but you know, we certainly got too high, as we know, in 2020. In 2000, that caused a big decline. But there's a second point, and you know, everyone is very optimistic, in many ways we should be when the Trump election. But remember something: when Trump got elected in 2016, in 2017, we reduced that corporate tax from the mid-30s down to 21%. We cut the capital gains tax rate. We doubled the estate tax exemption. We had pass-through tax breaks for small businesses. All that was done. What is new that's going to happen on the tax front for capital in 2025? Now, Trump has talked about 15% for domestic businesses that produce domestically. That's about it. He did not talk about any further cut in capital gains taxes, any further exemption on estate or any other pass-through exemption. Now, we talked about tip income and Social Security, but let's face it. I mean, we're going to see in a few days this battle for Speaker, House Speaker. Trump came in with a much bigger majority in the House in 2017 than he does now. How many of these new tax cuts is he going to get through? So a lot of those good things. Now, I do think it's going to be renewed. I think he's going to get enough votes to get a continuation of what we had, and that's great. But what is the new propellant that I think is going to drive some of these really very, very large expectations for 2025 S&P gains?
The counterfactual, just because we dodged the bullet of what Kamala Harris was talking about or another Biden administration, just because we dodged that bullet doesn't mean that there's going to be something incrementally positive that hasn't already been done, except, Jeremy, maybe deregulation.
Right. Now, but don't forget, a lot of deregulation, great deregulation during Trump's first term. Biden took back some of it, but a lot of those, not a lot of it.
Okay, then all I got is AI. More AI.
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah,
more
we
AI.
have another. We have AI, and there's a lot of huge profits. That AI narrative continues. It's really hard to break narratives. The internet narrative continued in the late 1990s. I'm not saying it's unreasonable, but that is what, and we have to also see those people buying the AI, getting those profit and margin expansions, not just investing in it, but saying, I'm making enough money to pay for the Blackwell chip, that it's worth my while to do that. Now, we've seen step one. I'm not sure how much we're seeing step two that needs to verify all the excitement on AI. I think it could be there, but I'm saying there's still story that's needed on that side.
Right.
Very nice, very nice. William, you were the reason I bought millions of JASMY at 203, brother. Hey, you must be sitting in some nice profit right now, man. I love hearing that, brother. I love hearing that. Congratulations. Hey, you may have bought because of me, but listen, you're the one that pulled the trigger, so you did the hard work, my friend. So congratulations on that entry point, man. That's fantastic. Matari, hey, Rob, is everything okay with AWT? Didn't see a recent tweet, and I can't get on the website. Hope it goes to a penny. Here's from last I read on AWT is that they were doing some sort of token migration. They're switching over some sort of one-for-one. So I haven't looked at it in quite a while, but because it's just more of a flyer play for me. But what I will do is let me have a little bit of a look, see what I can rummage up today, and I'll talk about it on this evening's live stream. Actually, no, not this evening's live stream. Tonight I have Crypto Canvas coming on. We're going to be talking XCN. So yeah, by the way, guys, special guest tonight on the live stream, Crypto Canvas. Make sure you guys are here for that at 8 p.m. Central. If you like Onyx Coin, XCN, make sure you're here for that collaboration. So what I'll do is I'll find what I can on AWT, and I'll talk about it tomorrow's morning 1 p.m. Central live stream. How's that, brother? I'll see what I can dig up. Life-changing. Nice. I'm glad, brother. I am so glad for you, man. I'm so glad for you. Beebs. Rob, can I get your take on based AI on base tokenomics look good? Oh, yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely, you can. 1 second here. I'm going to set my new goal. Okay, so this is called, you said, based AI. Yeah, based AI. Here we go. Let's have a look at this, brother. Let's have a look at this. You say tokenomics look good. Well, what do we got here? $210 million market cap. It's got an infinite supply, but only 35 million, 35.5 million. Looks fairly new. All-time high was 9 months ago, $11, so it's down 46%. What kind of liquidity do we have? Oh, and so we need a couple of good listings, first of all, on this one. Even mid-card, even like tier 2 centralized exchanges like BitTrue and LBank and, you know, Gate.io, stuff like that, we should start to get a lot of liquidity into it. Let's have a look at the chart. That's the 4 hour. Let's go to the daily. Pretty volatile, eh? We had our launch and then holy smokes, did a run up. What was it launched at? Somewhere around $1.62. It kind of looks like you're potentially forming a little bit of a head and shoulders here on the daily time frame. So you might see a little bit of a pullback. You kind of got that and that going on. If you're forming a second shoulder here, you could see some downside. So if you're thinking about an entry point, you might want to wait a little bit because you could see this collapse to the downside on this head and shoulders pattern. And you might be able to get yourself a much better entry point, right? And you're looking at probably... You're probably looking at somewhere around it would be down quite a bit, man, quite a bit, under $1 anyway. Probably under, well, no, it won't fall that far. Won't fall that far. Anyway, yeah, you're looking at a good dump on this one anyways, for sure. I mean, we climbed all the way up to $8.61, and then we've collapsed. I think, yeah, you're probably looking at a head and shoulders pattern here, man. I would wait. If it was me personally, I would wait for an entry point on this to see if this head and shoulders pattern plays out. That's kind of what I would do. Lily, what's going on? My favorite guy you had on, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse, absolutely. Surprised you guys yesterday. See, that's why you always want to be here, guys, because you never know when I'm going to surprise you with Max or Jesse or Crypto Canvas or like, who knows, right? Who knows who's going to pop in? So that's why you always want to be here. Please tell me, when will they review JASMY on Binance? The next time they review JASMY in the monitoring zone is the first week of April. So it's the first week of every quarter. Thanks, Rob. You're the best. Proud YouTube member and Patreon here. Hey, man, I appreciate you always being here, man. I appreciate you always supporting the channel, brother. I love chatting with you too, man. It's absolutely awesome that you're here, man. Beeb, sounds good. I'll keep it on the watch list. Yes, good idea, man. Good idea. Watch for a dip and then scoop it up, man. Scoop it up, right? All right, what else do we have? Anything else? Do we have anything else? Not really, no. We're just kind of enjoying the pump action. Let's go have a look at the charts again, shall we? What just happened here? I don't know what I just did. I don't know what I just did. Sorry, guys. I've been messing around here with the chat, and there we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, all right. So yeah, it's the Bitcoin chart, guys. Once again, looking at it, once again, like we did earlier, we got to start closing, guys, above this level here, we got to start putting in higher highs. Right now, we're putting in lower highs, right? So this is our target. If we can start closing above 99,600, let's say, that would be a good thing. Right now, we're sitting at 98,596. It would be good to start closing above 98.6. That's a good start because that is a major level of resistance. But if we want to put that higher low in, or higher high in, I mean, and break this downward structure, guys, we got to get above about 99.5, 99.6, right? So I have 44,000 JASMY, but it will be removed from the monitoring zone because it takes a while now from Binance. Scared on JASMY now, need motivation. I wouldn't be scared. Believe me when I tell you, my friend, you have no reason to be scared about JASMY. No reason at all. If you look back, I did a video this morning looking back at the year that JASMY had. I highly recommend you watch that video. It's called JASMY A Look Back. So check it out. I released it this morning. If you need some sort of motivation or inspiration for JASMY, watch that video as I look back on the year that was 2024 and the accomplishments that JASMY has reached in 2024. Definitely awesome. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Rob. Don't pump crypto so hard. Pumped it so hard the arm broke. Yeah. XCN's making moves. Is Onyx Coin making some moves? Let me go look at the chart. Let's look at the chart while we're here. Doesn't hurt to pop up the old chart. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. She's starting to make a move. She's starting to make a move, guys. You know my target way up here. Way up here is my next target. So, yeah, she's pumping to the upside right now. We got to get above this level right here. It's acted as resistance. 20268 we want to get above. So that's what I'm watching for on XCN. Woohoo, woohoo. Thank you, love from Pakistan. Nice. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Lots of memes are popping. Alts are next. Yeah, things are looking good, guys. Things are looking good. We need to see the invalidation of the downward structure, though, on Bitcoin before I can switch to short-term bullish. Right now, I'm short-term bearish, long-term bullish right now. I need the invalidation. I need to start seeing Bitcoin close above 98.6 and 99.6. Once we start closing above those levels, I will switch to bullish on the short term. Till then, thinks we're going to have a short alt season. Vision pulsed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're going to have short is a matter of perspective, I guess, right? So, I mean, what's his version of short versus what's my version of short? If he's short means like the next 3 or 4 months, then I agree. If he means like a week or two, then he doesn't know what he's talking about. So, Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you too, man. All right, guys. So listen, I'm very, very excited about this window I'm opening up, this group video call windows that we're opening up over on the Patreon on a regular basis. That's going to be starting in a couple of days, guys. Right now, we are still doing the evening group video call. Guys, there's no other YouTube channel that's Patreon or Discord that's offering this unprecedented access that we are granting over there with these group video calls. No one else is doing it. Whenever you're feeling like we've got people up here saying, you know, like I need some reassurance and stuff like that. I've heard some negative stuff. You're able to jump into the group video calls over on the Patreon and chat with the entire community in real time. You can see each other. You can hear each other. You can schedule one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally as well. It's unprecedented access, guys, that no one else is offering. It's definitely amazing to have that real-time opportunity. So definitely check it out. The link is down below. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. I will be live over on the Patreon tonight, but make sure you guys are here at 8 p.m. Central on the YouTube channel. I will have special guest Crypto Canvas will be here. We're going to be talking Onyx Coin XCN. Make sure you guys don't miss that. He's talking all out in March. Yeah, March, April. Yeah, March, April. John, how soon could quantum computing become a threat to crypto? Can crypto utilize this technology to make itself resistant to security threats? I don't think it's any sort of immediate threat to crypto, to be honest with you. In the grand scheme of things, if we're talking about the potential of quantum computing, crypto and Bitcoin are like the least of our worries when we're talking about something that has the potential to crack, nuclear codes and things of that nature, right? There's much bigger problems than crypto. I don't think it would. I don't think hacking crypto would be high on the priority list in that scenario, right? So that's kind of my thoughts on that. And the integration of it into crypto could be, something potential for the future. My worry would be more towards quantum computing combined with AI, combined with the robotics that are being built. You've got some real threats on that front. That's where I would start to think about being worried. And crypto falls far below being worried about when it comes to potential disasters that those things could cause, right? So yeah, that's kind of where I think about that. But yeah, anyway, guys, get over to the Patreon, join the group video calls anytime you want. You can schedule your one-on-one coaching AMAs with me. The live chat's 24/7. We do passive income. We're operating nodes over there for projects like Junction and stuff like that. So yeah, there's so much opportunity, guys. Get over there. I'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Central with Crypto Canvas. So I'll see you guys later.